So now in this video, I thought we would look at the Hobbymate D6 Elite that we have right here. So a while ago, I showed making this battery pack here. It's pretty easy. These are Verizon connectors. There's 18650 batteries right there. I have EBL batteries, and you just snap these right on, and then you snap them together, and then you use these little bus bars to connect them. So that all comes together in a kit. That's from Verizon. You have to go to their website to get that. But in any case, I have my new power supply on, power supply right here. And so this plug here, this is an XT60, as is the one up here. So I bought these two plugs, and I soldered some wire onto there to that one. This one, I'm just plugging the power supply directly to there. Now, this power supply limits short circuits, so we don't have to worry about short circuits. Even if we did short circuit it and it didn't cut off, which it does, it would only provide 1.5 amps right now. That's what I have it set at. So in any case, these wires are monitoring the voltage of these batteries. So let's look at that right now. We can go to measure. So there you can see at each one of these connection points, so this one has that black one going to the power there, and then I also screwed down a black wire there. That is the most negative wire there, and then next spot down we have the next wire, and then up here we have the yellow wire in the middle, and then the blue wire where they connect down there, and the red wire connects right there. So each end of the battery. That lets us monitor the batteries right there. So it's pretty nice. Now we can start charging this from here. So let's do escape and escape. So we can monitor the batteries, and we don't need power supplied. We can power it from the battery to monitor the batteries, but that's really all we can do, I think. So in any case, let's go to charger. And before we go to charger, before I forget, let's go to settings, because unfortunately the safe charge time right there, it says 300 minutes. So it looks like, and I'll go, we went to okay, I'm turning it backwards, that's the problem, going counterclockwise. But there you can see we have some more settings. There we go. So that's the second set of settings, and that's the third set of settings. So we come back here, and I accidentally was turning the dial the wrong way. So 300 minutes. Looks like it just shuts off. That is as high as I can go. I can go as low as I want. So, but you have to be fully charged within 300 minutes. Of course, you can charge them to whatever you want. You don't have to fully charge them. So it doesn't hurt the batteries to stop charging at any point. But there you go. You can see you can adjust the safe temperature. And so when this heats up, all of a sudden a loud fan kicks in if it gets loud enough. And then I think it would just cut power if it gets above 70 degrees Celsius right there. Input wattage, all that. You can see all those settings there. And on Amazon, the people that sell the Hobbymate D6 Elite, they made a video where they went over a whole bunch of this stuff too. So that's where you would want to look. And you can save your programming settings. So these are 18650 lithium ion batteries. This is intended for LiPo batteries, like for drones and stuff. I don't have any of that, but it wasn't intended for battery packs like this, but it's all the same. It's current, electrical current. We can limit the current, and I think it was 2 amps for charge and discharge. You can actually discharge this. You can lower the batteries, and so that's pretty cool. So these are stored. So I'll hit the button there. Now we are over here, and we can do just a quick charge right now. Pretty straightforward. So charge to 16.6 volts. Let's cancel. The reason why I'm canceling is because that is the voltage of each parallel battery here. So that's why we have these wires here, monitoring the voltage from there to there, and then all of the voltages. We can give a maximum voltage for each cell. So let's go here, and we can go up to, looks like 425. So these are lithium ion. We don't want to go above 420. And okay, it looks like 415 is as low as we can go for this one. And really, unless you're going to use them right away, there's not much point charging lithium ion batteries above 4.15 volts, in my opinion. If you're going to use them right away, then you might as well charge them to 420. But they kind of go down a little bit from 420 when after you fully charge them and let them sit a little while. And we can set the that's discharge current. I don't want to set that. We could change the charge current, whatever, 5.5 amps right there. Now let's go to charge. And the one thing I don't like, we got this dial. We have the exit button, but the dial is a button, and when you push the button, sometimes you spin it a little bit too. So, but there you can see, charge to 16.4 volts. This is 4 series batteries at 4.15 volts. And so it can go okay. And there you can see, right there it is charging. And over here, you can see the voltage from that power supply. We can look at the current that it is outputting right there. It's a little bit more, of course, than 0.5 amps because we are charging at 0.5 amps. So it needs to power the unit and whatever else it's got to do, and then it's delivering the current to the battery. And on the display here, you can see, so we set that setting there to 70 degrees Celsius. We could go lower and see what it does once it gets to that point. But in any case, there it's going. At some point, it's going to get high enough where a fan kicks in. And so that's 7 milliamp hours. So based on the voltage change we wanted, that's how much current it pumped in. So it hasn't pumped a whole amp for an hour yet, because it hasn't been an hour. In fact, it would take 2 hours to get 1 amp. But in any case, you get a lot of really nice stuff on display there. And that should probably say 100% when they're 4.2 volts. And then I think it's 0% when each one of these gets to 3 volts. I believe. I don't quote me on that. So we've only been charging for like 1.5 minutes now. And you can see the wattage right there, which is just the voltage times the current. Pretty straightforward. So let us hit exit and we'll stop. That's it. That's all you have to do. It will do the rest. Again, we have to get that done within 5 hours or it will shut down. We saw we had the 300-minute setting, and I couldn't go higher. I wish I could. Now, I think that is all I was really going to cover. There is one more thing. I am going to unplug this. That's the power supply there. So now you see it did not turn off. The battery pack can actually power it. And in fact, we can go to measurer right now and go down to battery. And now I'm stuck there. So that's what happens. You know, you can change a couple things, and to balance it, I think that just gets all the voltages the same. But I'll unplug it really quick from the battery pack. Those extra wires do not power it, but I think you do have to have them in there before it will operate. So in any case, there we go. We plugged it in. It's turning on and goes to that screen, and we're just stuck there. So we got that. But in any case, I like this setup here. So I can plug this in anywhere. It's portable. You just plug it right into an outlet, and you can change the voltage and current. So there's no current now because it's not plugged in. And also, it's kind of nice. Let's go here. I didn't have to unplug them that way. Again, remember, this would be dangerous if we had a power supply that you could not short circuit. So don't do that. if you can't short circuit the power supply. This is just a prototype, and it's not a serious project, so make sure you learn how to do all this stuff before you do it. This is not stuff to play around. So in any case, there we go. We got it plugged in, and this unit, so right now the output is on, so I can go back. No problem. We can hit this button. It does not turn the unit off, just the output. So the output is off now. So we'll go to a measure, battery, there we go. Now we can't go back because the power's off. And now we can go back because the power is on up there. So you can just use this to monitor batteries, and that's pretty cool too, I think. Just hook it right up to the battery and measure it. So if you got a battery pack like that, you don't need power from there. You can just power it directly from the batteries. And there's also USB there, and you can operate a servo there. It's got quite a few things. I really like this unit. So in any case, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.